Assalamu alaikum. Hello world, here Ahmed Saeed, and today we will be doing six-way duct using part builder. Okay, in beginning in the video, we are creating a new family. So we are entering the name of this six-way duct. We are using here material HDPE. So yes. So now the window of part builder will be open. We will be identifying what's inside. This is a pipe, okay, and then the file shape is rectangular. Then we will be starting with the plan, of course, the top plan. After this, we will start to add geometry. Here, we will be adding line, because as you see, it has to be connected some way or another. So we will be adding some points. These points later will represent the arcs or the circle of the HDPE duct, as we will see later. So you have to, when you are doing this, you have to make sure that these points align together by activating object snap and tracking. You have to make sure that they are located vertically on the same line, as you see, like I'm doing now. Okay. Yes, like this. Then go up. They should all be on the same vertical line. Yani this is only to be organized. Organized, we will add constraint and also the distance later, but this is to make it easier in the modeling. So I line it like this. Okay. Yeah. At this step, you have to make sure that we are selecting the last point and it's turned to red. And we have to make that there is no duplication for each point. Each point should have only one point, and this point is connecting to the another point through a line. We have to make sure that all the points are like this, and all the points are connected in that way. Otherwise, if you have any duplicated points, this will not work. Okay? I'm telling you the problems that I have faced because these problems make me suffer before. Yeah. So you're checking now each point for not to be having any duplication. Okay. As you can see, there is nothing. So only one point. I'm activating this cycling through. So when I'm selecting for its multiple points, it will be appearing to me. But as you can see, nothing is appearing in the cycling. So it is only one point. Here it is coming because of the align. But here, as you can see, it's only one point. Just make sure that it's only one point, no duplication. Okay. Good. So we are now ready. We will be adding now constraints. You will make sure that, oh, this was an error also. I forgot. So I'm not making points parallel. No, I need the lines, all the horizontal lines to be parallel and all the vertical lines to be parallel also. So I can delete this constraint, as you can see. Then I will be adding the parallel constraints for the lines. For the upper portion, oh, I started with arcs, sorry. So we started to add arcs, then we will add constraints. It is very dynamic process. You don't have to follow some order. No, you can add the constraint first, add the geometry first, as much as you like. As you can see, we are trying. I will be showing. I will be making some errors, and I will review the constraint and add some constraint through the process. So it's like this. Yeah, it's not coming from the first time. You have to have multiple trials. But as you changing and make it checks through the process, you will come to know it's working at point. So we are making these arcs. These arcs later will represent the outline for the HDP pipe or the duct or whatever the material you are using in the project. Now making arcs. As you can see, we can make as many numbers as we can. I could make more points and make more arcs to represent even more ducts, like 8, 9, 10. I could also make like not 2 rows. I could make like 3, 4 rows. Maybe we'll try something later, inshallah, and post also. So now we finish the arcs. We will add the constraints. Start with parallel constraints. We have to make sure that all the horizontal line will be parallel to each other. Here I'm using space to repeat the same order, but he asked for choosing the work plan first, then choose the line. So you find me, I'm choosing the plan, then the lines I wanted to be parallel. And you don't get bored through this process. It's repetitive, but it's a must to make it come properly. This parallel, to make sure also that it will stay parallel to each other, not to one line come like outside or just go something wrong. So now we will be adding the vertical lines. See, I'm making sure that the upper vertical line be parallel with the both 2 lines. For the lower one, I made these 2 only parallel. So, as you know, the upper one is parallel to the 2, and the upper one is parallel to the one is under. So the both above and the below one are also parallel to the other on the right side. It works like this, logically, okay. We will add also another important constraint, very important, perpendicular, to make sure that these lines will also be perpendicular to each other throughout changing the dimension. And in this case, I can choose only the upper section, not upper and lower. I don't have to choose all the lines because this is perpendicular to the upper side. So and the lower side is for sure also parallel to the upper side. So for sure this vertical line will be also perpendicular to the lower side. But as I made the upper side alone and the lower side alone, so I have to repeat it again down. Okay, now we are done with perpendicular. We will add the we forgot something. Yeah, the upper section and the lower section also have to be parallel. So camera, just to make sure that everything is correct and we didn't miss any. So see, we miss one line. This one line can make a terrible a trouble for us. So we have also to add this constraint to be parallel. It's very important with the constraints. You have to make sure that everything is considered. You didn't miss anything, and all these parts are connected together. So now we add it, and we made sure that the parallel and perpendicular constraint are correct now. We will be starting with the the equal distance or equal radius, okay? Arc. I'm playing a video, so because I can't I can't work and speak at the same time. So I record the video and I'm not commenting and I'm not remembering the order. But when I see something, I will try to illustrate why I was doing this and what is for. So, just to understanding what I'm doing now. It's only a commentary, but but I hope you understand. And here we started with the equal distance. It's very important to make. So we can make sure that when we are giving one dimension, for example, between 2 points, this dimension will also considering the equal distances between the other points. So all will have the same value or move together. So this is a very important. We will start for sure for the upper part. And we are making now the outer point of the circles to be equal distances. And also the spaces between the circles, or you can say the pipe. Yeah, see, now I was thinking of making this equal. I will make equal, but not now. Because if I make it now, I need the upper one to be equal to the lower one. So I will do it, but later. But let's go by order as I'm making. I will repeat as I was making for the upper side. I will be repeating it in the below side. And this is very important, because I will show you at the end. I will be giving one line only dimension, and this line will, when it changes, it will change all the lines together to be aligned also together on the same vertical line, to make sure that it's all tied and connected together. It's a very repetitive task, but you have to be patient. Okay, now we will do this. We are tying now the upper part with the lower part. Okay, so we have to make sure that these also have the equal distance to to make it all moving together. See, now I skipped the circle part. Okay, this will create a problem later. I will show you what happened and illustrate. And don't do this. And from beginning, no. And don't do this. You need to make all the upper side be equal distances with the lower side, not only the spaces between the pipes. No. When we are making a check now for what is equal distances are. Yes, see this one? I skipped the circle part. And as you can see, we will go back. In this part, I skipped the circle part. After this is okay. Yes, this I've checked, and I have also only checked the outer part and the inner part between the pipes to be equal distances, and I skipped the circular part. This will create problem later. We will see, and just remember this. And remember, it's making mistakes that make you learn. So it is a trial error process also. So we have just to be patient and understand it. We are now matching the upper part with the lower part. Is this also very important? And adding this with the lower also very important to be matching exactly. Okay. Yes, this part, because I will give the thickness one dimension, so I need all to be connected somehow. So that's why I'm making this upper portion equal to the vertical portion to give it one dimension only. When I change it will be the same value, equal radius. Yes, this is very important to make everything matching each other. Now I think we are done with constraints. We'll start with the dimension stage. The dimension stage is very important to review what have you done in constraints, and you need to add dimension, then give a value to this dimension. After you give a value to this dimension, it will make a reaction in the in the demonstration, as you see. So you will come to know, oh, I have missed this constraint, I have to add this. As we will see now, this is the most important stage to revise everything. Now I'm giving the value for linear 1. I'll give it, for example, 35. See, when I make it make this smaller arc at beginning. Then the most important thing, if we go back, I think it will be, yes, now it will be, no, it's not available. I need to show you. Yes, as you can see, no, also it's not very clear here, but I will show. Yes, they are not now on the same line. This vertical, and these points are not vertically on the same line. And also the lower part didn't change. So what we will do, we will be adding equal distance constraint between the upper pipe and the lower pipe, as the ones that we have missed before, that I told you. We will adding a constraint of equal distance now. Yes. Also here, now I made sure that all the below circles are equal to the upper circles. And when I change some dimension upper, it will affecting all the points below. So they all will align on the same vertical line. I hope it's clear, guys. If it's not clear, you can ask also in comments. I will try to illustrate more. Okay, now we will adding a dimension. We will try give it a value, see it's working or not. For example, 35. Yes, now you see they are moving together, but actually, yes, they are moving together. It is all good now. You will adding it also here to the middle circle and to the right circle. Okay, now you will give also the distance between the pipes, a dimension. This dimension also is very important in the modeling to give the spaces between the pipes later. Okay. I haven't tried this, but you can try. And we could not add this dimension. We could make this spaces between 2 points here are equal to this one and give only one dimension. And this one dimension will control the space between all the pipes. So I haven't tried this, but you can try, but I think it will work. Now we will be trying. See, we will be trying here what we make. For the definition of the pipe, there are 3 parameters you have to identify. As you see now, they are appearing: the inner pipe height, the inner pipe width, and the wall thickness. This is supposed to be a rectangular, normal rectangular pipe, but we are somehow playing on, يعني, on the part builder to just make a representation of the pipes as a rectangular also. يعني this small part is considered the rectangular. Okay, I am making the width of this pipe, this is base, and I'm creating or making the height of this pipe, this is base, and the inner width is this is base. يعني it's somehow manipulating process on the part builder, but it gives a very good representative on the 3D modeling. So these trial parameters I have to identify inside, and I have to connect all the dimensions that I'm giving inside to these 3 parameters to make it work properly. Now they are added. I will start to give a value to each parameter. This value will be later يعني substituted len A1 for example, and len A2, len A3 will take the value of the BIH, and len A4 and len A5, the spaces between the pipes, will take the BIW. Later I will add some dimension here. This dimension will take the thickness, and I will add dimension also to make sure that everything is in good relation and nothing break this kind of shape. So as you see now, and also yes, I have to add diameter. This diameter very important for the arc to make it match exactly the value between these 2 points. يعني to make sure that the value that you are giving as a BIH is representing also the diameter of the pipe or the arc. As you can see, I'm giving the diameter the same value of the spaces between the 2 points, representing the pipe, each pipe alone يعني. And this I can give BIH. So you see now it's all connected together. يعني I'm giving only the number values to the parameters, and the other value or dimension I have inserted inside, they should be identified by the other parameters or the important parameters that the application can understand, which is BIH and BLHW and the WTH that represents the wall thickness. Okay. Now we are making sure that everything working the same. You see there is a problem. Here there is a problem. We face the problem. We have added the diameter and everything, but as you can see, the upper diameter of these pipes are now matching each other, but it's not matching the below one. This one has a problem, but the other 2 is okay. This one has a problem, so now I have to add some constraint to make the lower this circle matching the upper circle in the diameter. So as you see, it is a process that has problems that you have to face, but you have to understand that you can solve any problem, but just try and see what happened, and you will come to know what is the reason. So now they are matching each other, and they are taking the same value from the upper dimension. We will checking on this, make it change. See, it have changed all together. So now, alhamdulillah, all working together. Now we will be adding the dimension for the wall thickness. That will be identified as the wall thickness later in. Okay, this one. And I have already made this one equal distance to the lower one. So I will check also, see if this, if it's changing, it will change all the, yes, have made the change that I hope for. As you see, this one I didn't make it equal. This part I made it is equal to this part, and this part also equal to the lower part, here. So that's why it make like this. But for this part, I need to make this part also equal to this part, So it all tied together in one dimension and not creating something to be relieved without any dimension, and it will affect how it is looked later, how it is looking later, okay? So you will find me now adding an equal distance constraint also to this one. Yes, now they have the same value. This part also I have to be tying it, yani to somehow this connection I have to make. So I will add dimension, identify it also later by parameter, as you will see. Yes, wall thickness, and this one I will make it wall thickness plus any value. Yani I can make 1 millimeter, I can make smaller than 1 millimeter, because I have to make this vertical line just be parallel and very adjacent to this one, or very close to this vertical line. So I added this parameter. I think there is one dimension only left I need to add. This is the vertical distance between the pipes. I have to identify it by the 3 parameters that the Civil 3D asked for or offering. So I have to give it a value of the height or the diameter of the pipe plus any number. Yani. Here are 50 is a big number, but actually yani, it's okay yani, for the dimensions that I need. Like if I'm using 150 millimeter pipe duct diameter, it will be yani, very good. And you can change it later, and you can control all these dimensions later. As you can see, now it's looking good. 150 pipe diameter, 6-way, all tied together. Back to the normal look. We have finished now everything tied together. We will be adding only the profile. You need to hide this in between lines, not to يعني, because I will add a profile, a custom profile of these lines. And this custom profile, how it works, it will be going like boundary order. It will just take the shape that it has. So what I'm doing now, I'm hiding these lines. So when I'm adding the profile, it will fill the shape that I want. What shape I want? The shape of 6-way pipes. So that's why I'm hiding these lines, as you can see. Then now we'll start to add a custom profile to this plane. You can name it what you want. It's HDB material in the project I work in, so I just attach it to the HDBE material. Okay, now 150, I will make it look the distance I need, which is 150 for the pipe diameter, and the spaces between each pipe is 60 millimeters, okay? I have saved. Now I will try. Now I have done a mistake. We will see now what is this mistake is. And it's a very simple mistake, yani we will solve it later. You have now to region the catalog, or the pipe catalog, to make the pipe be adding in the part list without closing and opening the Civil 3D app again. Yes, then start يعني for trial to see the pipe. Okay. At the side. You see now the size. This is the mistake I speak about. The size, we didn't change the size in edit values, we changed it in the model parameter. So it will not take the model parameter values. I have to change also in the edit values to make it take the dimension I want. So you will see how the pipe will come out.
At least one license.
Yes, see, it's getting the dimensions, wrong dimensions. So you will go back and change this to be normal or the values that I want from edit sizes, size value or edit values, okay? BIH I'll make 150, BIW I will make it 60 or 40. This is the spaces between, and wall thickness is 1 millimeter. BIH represents the pipe diameter, BIW represents the space between the pipes, and wall thickness is this thin part that tying all the pipes together. And we are making it as small as we can, not to be very present in the model. We try to hide it as much as we can. Let's give any small lens and to see it properly in the object viewer. Now it has taken, alhamdulillah, the values that we want, and it represents a 6-way duct or a 6 pipe tied together. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and understood me. I'm sorry for any miscommunication. I have to make this video in English to make everyone understand it. I hope you like it, and if you have any questions, just ask in the comments and I will try to reply as much as I can. Thank you and see you.